Good evening, one and all. It's the Marvelous Life and Times of Faithful Island Men. Again, it's the Marvelous Life and Times of Faithful Island Men. And we're back again. Stuttering. We're back again with season 2. And now that the people have been waiting, longing, and desiring us to come back, and we're here again. The COVID did affect us, and a lot of different things took place, but we got a different setup, a different program, everything different. The whole thing switch up, everything switch up, but it switch up in a more better way. I was going to say more optimistic, but a more better way. So we're going up or down. Anyway, for one and all, we're here, and we have a guest. We have a special guest. For the guest tonight, about my good friend, my brethren, Badrock. Badrock, talk to the people then.
Yes, people.
All right.
Well, we have to let them know we're there first of all, since everything's changing.
All right, go ahead.
Right? I mean, you're the host, so you have to tell them we're there.
Right now, we're over here in Lionface Records Studios, Lionface Studios. A good brethren own the studios and let us rent out the spot to do the podcast tonight. And we're over here at Lionface Studios. If you want to, well, if you're in the New York area, you can holler at them. They'll take care of you very good. Recording, producing, mixing, mastering, everything you need basically is in one spot. You know what I mean? Purchase your beats, everything you need, again, is in one spot. Look them at the Instagram at Lionface Studios. Also, we have a big shout out to the sponsor, Studio Plays. Go to studioplays.com, use the code PLACES, you get a nice percentage off. Again, studioplays.com, use the code PLACES, you get a nice percentage off. But Badrock, we're not taking it from you. I have a brethren, Badrock, here. Badrock is, again, one of my island brethren, because we love to feature people from different countries within the Caribbean. Badrock, you are...
Yeah, man. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm Jamaican.
Jamaican, okay.
Yeah, I can't go for anything. Yeah.
And the first thing we got to discuss right now...
Yeah.
And start from the top, because for whatever reason it is, the Jamaicans have been affiliated, and the name seems to be synonymous with a negative vibes. And the negative vibes is that they are always cheating. That's just something that they do. But again, being that Jamaica is in the Caribbean, I find it to be impossible that any type of thing like that could take place, because everybody knows island men don't cheat. So if Jamaica is in the Caribbean and it's an island, then how is it possible for them to cheat? That I don't know where they're getting this information from, because since 1493, there's been no cheating going on in the Caribbean. But do you know where this originated from?
Why? I would say slavery, because we have to run with family and all these things, and then start our next family, and them call that cheating, but it's survival, we call it,
Survival of the fittest, right? I think that was Marcus. I don't remember which one of them it was. But yeah, I understand the concept where you come from.
Marcus Garvey?
Not Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey preached us guys sticking together. I think the one from sociology or physiology or psychology, one of the modologies. But that's the individual who said that. But being in America, how has this affected you in regards to the dating world, the settling down? Because it's like people will be talking to you, but they always have at the back of their mind like, oh, eventually he's going to leave. Eventually he's going to cheat. Right. And no such thing like that even takes place.
It's hard enough, Stark. I'm going to tell you something, say, because how that affect me, that's why I'm still single.
It's very unfortunate.
Because if I'm meeting a woman, I can't even tell her, say, I am Jamaican.
Right. So
I have to come to her and just speak in a very Anglified manner.
You have to talk in an African-American accent?
Correct.
Like a British?
Right, one of those cases. But, the way I can only win is you have to gain her trust with that you have some sort of education and you have a great job and your sense of humor is above 5%. You understand what I'm saying? If we're talking from 1 to 5.
Right.
By the time she figures out that I'm Jamaican, it's too late.
It's too late.
Right. She kind of rope in and say, all right, sir, I used to hear the bad rep about Jamaican men. And then from meeting you, I have a different outlook. So I asked her, what you mean? She was like, well, they feel like, say, Jamaican man have 2 families.
Right.
I mean, I said, how if I pull off that? I have a whole heap of time on him hand. But
exactly. Only 24 hours in a day.
Right. But to me, as Badrock, listen, I don't have that kind of time on my hands. Right. I mean, if you think about it, we have work. In the morning. Right now, we're in the studio.
True.
Right? And our work consists of a whole heap of energy. So by the time you're done work now, I have to go put in work for the next family. I'm kind of man, then I go work every day, Monday through Friday,
sometimes when I hear people say those stories, I was like, a man got 2 whole families
Two
and
whole
a
family.
job.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, just the thought of that is, it's unbelievable. It's like, it's not humanly possible.
Well, the only way we can figure this out, 1 week with one family and next week with next family. So it'll be a
But
truck
what
driver.
black woman gonna let you disappear out the house for that length of time? What queen gonna let you disappear out the house for that length of time? Unless you're working at the fire department, and even so, you're only working 1 24-hour shift,
Right.
and then you're back home for 2 days, and then you're back at work. So it doesn't really make any sense. That's why I believe this thing is preposterous that people would even assume that something like this would take place. And then again, being in America for the longest while I've been up here, I've noticed just the constant attack on the Jamaicans, and I really just can't grasp where this is coming from.
Well, them can't attack me, you know, star, because me have a decent bank account, me have a decent car,
Right.
me have properties, and my credit score is over 800. So
That's remarkable.
Right, you understand? And it's steady. We're not talking about say dip on the go. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's steady. So really, what them really have? Them can find a man who's like that,
right.
but you know, if you ring you right now,
The haters would say that you utilize your funds, your good credit, and your financial standing
Right.
to do the player lifestyle, instead of saying like, the reason I have these is because I'm not out in the streets running about like a ram goat.
Right. If me did do that now,
You be
I
broke.
use what I say, then my credit score couldn't stay above 800.
It couldn't stay that way.
You understand? Because you have to pay off the card, then we I use to pay for dinner and all them things there. No. You find a decent woman who's decent like you, and sometimes you're the woman in my trouble, you know, brother. Them a cause the problem.
They create their own demon on themselves.
Right. So you know, me just read something the other day, right? They said, don't date a woman that's broke, because the woman who is broke, if you is broke, the woman not date you.
That's true.
Right? So don't date the woman if she's broke. And enough of them broke want to date a man with money. And then if you can't keep up, what she do? She leave you.
But you do recall the saying that said, a rich man would date a broke woman and bring her up to his level, but a broke woman would never even look on.
Right.
I mean, sorry, a rich woman would never even look on the broke man. You know, you have to spit that absolute fire just to garner her attention.
You have to sling to, you know.
Right, unfortunately. Yeah. But you have to get to the point where you could sling. That's what the drama is. That's what the dilemma is.
Well, again, enough woman have to take fooling.
Oh my God. I can't encourage
but
that.
me not tell her if you go, nobody go fool her. But if you know, say, in your heart, you have good considerations for her, right? But you know, say, she's not going to accept you at this point because you don't really have the same amount of money.
So you have to build the image to gather her of, and then show her like, hey, honey, I'm actually pretty broke.
And then say, you know, so me just drop on my face and me kind of broke. And she going to be like, well, you know, since me start like you, me can't trust you and feel like.
And then she can build the man.
All right.
But you know, the fear that the ladies have is also that they build the man and the man won't go long.
Well, a fool man not to know. Because you understand.
You always want a queen you could build with. So yes, the guys that do run off, that is very
that's a foolish move.
Yeah, that's
very, you wasted time.
That's very sad. You know, one of the the co-host of the podcast, he has a negative connotation attached to the Jamaicans because a couple of his girls were stolen by Jamaican men.
Jamaicans, well.
Yeah, so what do you have to say about, you know, people who keep taking away other people's women? Like,
well, them Jamaican man, you can't talk about them because if you take your woman, them smart.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So
that means he had a good woman ready for the taking.
Well, here's the thing now. His woman was ready to leave for a reason. So it's not saying a man take you, and no man can take your woman.
I always preach that there's nobody that can take my girl.
Yeah, she's have to be ready to leave.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. And if she knows that she leaves, she cannot come back.
Well, that is an absolute fact. I see people.
Enough man take them back, you know, and that's a good man. If you take your back your woman, you're a good man. Right? But if she'll leave, there's a reason why she's leaving. Right. And then they're going to feel like, say, yo, a Jamaican man, take your woman.
I did mention to him, I think it's the fact that you can't cook. He can't cook saltfish and he doesn't know how to cook oxtail. And one time I heard him say what did he say? He's going to fry oxtail. And I was like,
so it's the oxtail feel in relationship?
The oxtail and the saltfish and the butterbread. You don't know about the butterbread. I don't think you guys do the butterbread also.
What do you mean? I do bread and some butter.
No, we don't do the dough bread.
So you talk about butter and dumpling, rough life, sardine.
Rough life, but good life, because the food they make you live long.
Yep.
But again, we just want to have this conversation to try to figure out exactly what exactly is going on, because again, retired girls, I don't know yourself.
Yeah. Enough Jamaican man, them come here and they work hard, you understand?
Right.
And even when you send back money to Jamaica and your family do it with your money, you still a work hard. The whole heap of Jamaican man, then what them know what to do, have more than one job, more than two jobs. That's a hard working man. You understand?
Bills have to get paid, yeah.
Right. And even if you say, me catch a man with two women, a two family man raised, he's still trying to bring up a life for somebody's. You understand? So
we try to keep it to somebody, but I do understand.
Right, I understand, but him still helping out the population if you look upon it. You understand me?
One issue that, as you mentioned, that we just get addressed real quick. So now, everybody, the new thing now in this generation is polygamy.
Right.
So now, do you think that these women know, okay, he might have another girl, but they're like, you know what? I'm in love with this guy. It is what it is. I'm just happy that he's here taking care of me and my family.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Some of them agree
again,
as long as the other woman plays her part and her position.
I do always preach one woman, one man, one family, one, you know what I mean? But I guess
I don't have the time, I have love for one woman.
Right.
You understand? Right. So I don't know how them do it still, or a woman to accept a next woman, but that's what's been going on.
I always wonder what the conversation would be like. That's my thing. What would that conversation be like?
Me don't know, but here's the thing now. Me just come from a trip, right? Me and two of my brethren them, right?
Okay.
And we all business people. Right? There's a youth. So the two of them is Peruvians, right? And before we leave, we did one of the brethren them, a youth named Paul. So I want to know him so we can call him name.
Paul is a very generic name anyway.
Right.
It's even in the Bible. It's been around for a while.
But him friend now, we call him Esco, right? Before we leave, me I hear say, yo, no man have two girlfriend and the two girlfriend them know about each other.
That sounds like why, man.
Right. So me say, I'm not get into the conversation. When we go up on a trip, you have to tell me more. And when we go on a trip, the man I say, it's really it's like introducing two friends. Two people, and then you bring up the conversation and say, like, yeah, joke about it and say, having, both y'all as a girlfriend, and either it's gonna go in the right direction or it's gonna go in the wrong direction. But for him, it went in the right direction.
Is he
in his sense,
right, in
the right direction? And enough other man's sense, and I say, yo, having two women is wrong. So me I look upon it and say, yo, the man that don't look like him with a whole two girl,
Mm-hmm.
So even if you look upon a Jamaican man and we have the appearance of a gallus, we have style, we have fashion, we have some things about we where it's very attractive. So when a woman see that now, she gonna feel like say our next woman I gonna want that. So he must have a next woman.
Right.
But when you look upon a bridge in a Esco, he's Peruvian. The man quiet. The man look like the ill sniper where you just live out in a bush and him, you know what I mean? The man a shooter.
Right, correct.
You would not think say that youth, yeah. Him that have no style, the man that have no fashion, and me no feel like him have lyrics a girl, but him have two woman. So please take the attention off of the Jamaican men. Because
I have to agree with that 110%.
Right.
Because after doing my research, when we mentioned this, Peru is in South America, which is not part of the Caribbean. So those are individuals who are susceptible to cheating.
Yeah, man.
And judging by the story you just mentioned, that's exactly what he's doing. So ladies, just a friendly reminder again. When you want a good man, you come in the Caribbean, you start up by Cuba, you go down to Trinidad. There's so much options, coming from.
Yeah, because when we did the on a trip, I pay a Colombian woman. It's not too far from Peru, But me I tell you, sir, don't watch the style, enjoy the style, but watch the little quiet man them.
And why does it have to be that if I decide I want to dress clean,
right,
I want to carry myself proper,
iron your shirt.
I want to iron my shirt. I'm not going to wear any name brand, but I have on a nice Old Navy. No, I have on a nice Gap shirt.
Remember your beard too, You have to beard too.
Yes,
and you're wrong if your beard.
Right, you have to use your Irish Spring and a nice cologne.
Where you go to the house that smell good.
Exactly, like why is it that if a man carry himself proper, him automatically a gallus? Why can't I just want to care about my appearance?
Right, and clean. I have you because the first thing a woman look on, first couple of things is your fingernail them, right, and your toenail and your shoes and your teeth. So if that good, why can't you just iron your shirt and look good? and not make it seem like say you have a whole heap of woman.
But isn't it crazy that if you have your teeth brushed, you automatically label the gallus?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to stand a chance?
A wickedness that, man.
Jesus Christ.
All right, woman, enough to start wicked. Yeah?
It's not righteous. It's not righteous. But, again, we here. Macho was the previous Jamaican on the show. We have another Jamaican with Antigua. We have my cousin who is half Nigerian, half Bajan. We bring in the Caribbean here.
Together
as one.
Yes.
Getting all this squad, then getting them together. And we're showing everybody, listen, good men is out here. We are out here.
Very much so.
But you have to come and look. Don't watch what the TV shows you.
Right.
Don't watch that.
Have conversations with me.
You have to talk to people. That Stella got off move back. That woman went to that country and manipulated that poor guy. You understand where I'm coming from? And they make a movie about it. Those things ain't righteous.
Right.
They're not righteous. Don't watch what happened in Carnival. That's one time when people party and enjoy themselves.
They're not that one with them.
It's part of the culture. It is what it is. But when you look down there, all we got is kings. And we have many queens, and we need to come together and form the steady union and stop the negativity, stop the downgrading, stop the degrading, stop preaching bad about your people.
Yeah, man, we are trying to have some more long relationships and marriages because things are fall apart. Things are fall
apart. We got to go back to the family. The family is a very vital and important thing.
They might drop out over oxtail and butter bread.
But remember, he was trying to fry the oxtail.
Well, listen.
He was trying to fry the oxtail.
You have the rights to make a mistake.
Curry sauce.
Listen, it could have worked out if she did let him do it, you know. But I say is this, a little mistake now make you divorce and end up single.
I believe it's more to the story because a yard man can't just come in and snatch your girl like that. Because first thing first, she probably didn't know what he was saying because he was probably talking in the patois. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. One of these days he has to come and defend himself.
Right.
But from your perspective, the assassination of the Jamaican men, it's wrong, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it touches soul now.
It's not righteous.
Yeah, man. It make we walk around the Bible and all them thing there. You understand?
I did notice that, because I saw, what was it? That expensive, the Porsche Camaro and the Jamaican flag, and right under it was a Bible, so very spiritual, of course.
Yeah, man. Yo, you know how much years we are cry about them thing? A woman I meet, I don't even say I'm Jamaican because. You know,
that is ridiculous. You have to hide your accent. You have to hide your culture.
You have to hide everything.
You're going in the house. You got to hide the jerk sauce because you don't want them to know that's how you cook the flavor.
Exactly.
When you take them out, you gotta go buy Chinese because you don't want to go buy Jamaican restaurant. And them man like, yo, Badrock, wagwan. Like, yo, Bridget, I don't know you.
And you can't have your Jamaican flag around in your car again.
It's a damn shame,
right? Because listen. Me as a single man, I meet up on the dating apps, ladies. You have to find me here. But here the thing now. Me put a
respectfully,
right? And come with that job, because if you're broke, man, I'll date you.
Respectfully.
Right. In the bottom of my profile, me put a flag. So now, me meet a very nice woman, right? And Americanized, but she travels and she's very cultured.
Okay.
Right? And she said her father tell her, don't bring home no Jamaican man.
That is ridiculous.
Right?
That is...
It hurts, you know.
Not race, stereotyping.
That is stereotyping. Right.
Yeah.
So now... She try stay away from Jamaican men, you know. And then what happened now? She not really go to the bottom of my profile until after we talk and she realized that it was an educated man she was on the phone with, right? Because enough man, when she explained to me, I sent her a picture of them full naked body and all them thing there.
Jesus.
And those were American men.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? And now when she realized, she missed the flag at the bottom of the profile. But then happy so she meet a man like me.
Right.
So she tell her father, she meet a good man. And he say, I don't like him. But dad, me don't tell
father
you
fight
about
you down.
him. Right. But now fight her again, because he realize she happy. But still yet, not tell her, he's a Jamaican man, You understand? So we gotta work it out still. But what I say is, the stories that she's told me about previous situations were not Caribbean men.
Right.
They have education, style, pattern, and fashion.
We must preach the whole truth and not piece of the truth. And, again, let's stop with the assassination of character. One thing that we gotta and talk about before we wrap this one up.
Right.
So, in my experience, being from the small island of Nevis, also a sister island, St. Kitts, when I first came to America, it was something about the accent, something about the way you carry yourself. They would just come after you and attack you like meat, attack you like ribs at the barbecue, come after you like crab legs in a southern restaurant. It's almost like you're just a piece of meat to them.
To
And
them.
they just want to get the piece, they want to get the share. But no, as a man, when we grow with beard and we beard link and we convert to full manism,
Right.
and being a Caribbean king, we have to be like, yo, I'm not depend on all of that, you know. I'm not with that right now. Right now I'm
Same.
focused on finding my queen and moving forward my life. You trying to come sample the milk but don't want to buy the cow.
Right.
How has been your experience in America? And I know you've been to numerous countries also, so if you want to mention one of that, you can also. How has been your experience with these individuals that's attacking you for your goods?
Right. You have to fight them off with that stick, you know. And you can't even tell them what you have when you meet them. You have to give them slowly. You can't
Tragic.
even bring around your business
It's
and,
tragic.
you know, they might see the car and that's it. Then them, all right, they might stop at your place and say,
Because
all
if they're
right.
coming after you right now just for your attire, the way you carry yourself, the dress, your looks, your talk,
A kidnapping, maybe you
yeah,
kidnap.
God forbid you make them a meal, then what?
Boy, them never gonna leave, you know.
Then what?
You have to just know how to kick them out properly and respectfully. Like it's time to leave and time to
But
go
they will
home.
come back to your house. They will burn down the like. I've heard people say, "If I can't have you, nobody will." I've seen Lifetime movies where the woman talk to the man and the man leave the woman, and she decide, "Well, I can kill this man," and then she gets away with it. This is the kind of thoughts that's put into people's mind. So now me, as a young, handsome individual, single at the time, and a woman coming up to me and telling me, yo, I want you. And now I in fear, because it's like, if I tell her I don't want her, she just can murder me, because she's like, if she can't have me, nobody will.
Boy, he's a dead man then, no brother, because I don't know, you have to get a personal bodyguard or something, because it's not going to stop.
It's a tragedy.
You understand? Because the style and skills and personalities that we have, and we have a legitimate iron shirt and iron pants. All right? And you go on road, you might not come back, you know. You know how much time you get kidnapped by a white woman in a
Wow.
yard? I walk with a woman, you know.
And you can't even call the police because they don't even like black people.
Listen, me, I walk with several times I walk with a woman, and a white woman just blink and kidnap me, you know. I have to turn to the woman and say, yo, you know, you see me get kidnapped. She said, what you mean? You see, no, you see the white woman that checked me out for a long time. She could have kidnapped me and you don't even see it.
Tragic.
Because me just clean. Understand? So, gentlemen, when you out the road, make sure you keep up when I do. On a beard, iron on a shirt, make sure your car stay clean, alright, and know how to cook. And watch the trouble them. We call it trouble. We're not talking about TR or UBLE. We have trouble. CH. You understand? UBBLE.
Fellas, you have to be observant. Keep your eyes, open 24/7. Be careful who takes you home and who you let take home.
Right.
Again, Marvelous Life and Times of Faithful Island Men. Again, Badrock might be single, but he was in a relationship, and it is what it is, So, ladies, look him up. Apparently, he's on the dating sites.
Right,
I can't tell you his job, or you can go up to the job, and there's a different.
Any man where you think look cute and you scroll down to the bottom of the profile and you see a Jamaican flag, me. Yeah.
Well, I pitch all the time, like for all the single ladies out there, here, there, everywhere, America, even in the Caribbean, where we're from originally. Listen, when you're ready to just settle down and enjoy life and, enjoy the blessings that God has provided you with the Caribbean Kings, just grab any island, and you're good.
Yeah,
you
man.
understand? Any island and you're good.
Yeah, man.
Again, Marvelous Life and Times of Faithful Island Men, Badrock. We will have him back again in the future to have a different kind of conversation. In the meantime, also, definitely check out the sponsors. Right now, we're in Lionface Studios. If you need anything done, look them up on Instagram. Great stuff. Also, be sure to check out studioplace.com. Use the code PLACES. Get a huge discount savings. We're going to wrap this one up. See you guys later.